Hello everyone and welcome to Crafting with a View. Today I just have a quick video about our shimmer brushes and how they work. And I know we got a lot of questions from, well, I get these home and then what I do with them. So here are our shimmer brushes and they come in all sorts of different colors, as you can see. Page 75 in our core catalog. One of the most bought one is the clear one, which is one of my favorites, the clear and the gold ones, because this one you can put over any ink surface. So if I have something stamped in red and I just want to give it a little shimmer, I go over it. And if my brush picks up a little bit of the ink, I just wipe it off on a piece of paper. But this covers nicely. But then you have all these other beautiful colored shimmer inks too. And how do they work? And I have a couple here, and one is still wrapped, so we go over this at the beginning in a second. See, these are two of our favorite colors. I'm just gonna use this here for demonstration purposes. And these are already primed, these are already ready to go. And when you get these home, let me start with the new one. Let's take those apart and then I show you how these other work. So this one now is our charcoal one. And when you get those, there are two ends to it. This is the top, this is just a lid, and this is the bottom. This is the part that has the ink in it. And you can tell it's got the Close to My Heart name on it, but it also gives you instructions. And this says push. So this barrel is a little bit softer on top here to squeeze ink out once the whole thing is primed. You do not want to push, or when you open it, you pull it apart. And what I try to remember is to hold it on the bottom here and then push the top off. And that sometimes is a little bit hard if it's a new brush to get off. But I try to avoid to push here, because what you're doing is you're just raising the pressure to force the ink out. And right now, nothing will go out because actually there's a seal in here and that needs to be broken before you can start and pump ink out. This ring prevents this part being pushed in through the seal. So when you get these brushes home, that's how they come. They have this bright green, yellowish, orangey, whatever it is, neon ring in there that needs to be removed first. So try to remember, even if you have an already primed brush, try to remember not to hold tight here, because what you do is when you hold and try to get the lid off, you automatically push down here, which raises the pressure, which squeezes out ink. And when you finally get the lid off, what you're doing is you're splattering ink all over your project, your desk, and yourself. So be aware of that. If you want to take those apart, try to pull down here and push it up, pull it up that way. That way nothing happens. And so before we start, let's again go over. So we pull the lid off, then you unscrew the top, and here's that little ring. We're gonna take off, remove, and toss. We don't need this. Now we're gonna screw these two parts together. And again, I'm holding down here and just screwing it in. And at one point, did you see that little hesitation? It penetrates the seal and then you keep spinning it. Hold tight here. Try to rotate down here until this gap where the ring was sitting, the ring was right here, is all the way tight to the bottom part. And let's shake it a little bit. And again, we're pulling the lid off, holding tight down here, pulling up on top. And right now you can see there is nothing up front here. This is all just white. Now we take our fingers and we start pushing a little bit. And what happens is, and I hope the camera is going to pick it up, when I push, you will see at one point ink coming out of the chamber on top here. There it goes. There's more. There it comes. And there's our ink. That's what you do the first time. Now you can see this is a colored ink, so there is a lot of ink in this part here. So when I use this brush, this will go a long way. And the colored brushes, shimmer brushes, are easier to see once they run out, when you have to reprime them and start squeezing a little bit, than the clear one. But this will go a long way. So I can use this until I have the feeling it's getting dry. But there's a lot of ink, and you see all the sparkles and everything. So this is really cool. And again, if every time you use this, you want to hold tight and pull the cap off. Don't push. You only push here when you want to bring back some more ink up front. I don't know if this, yeah, it does. You can do sparkles on your card. See those little speckles? So if you use your finger, that's how much ink is in there. See all these little sparkles we have? And actually all over the side, but there are already red ones on there. So this is how you prime and start your shimmer brush. And like I said, be careful, especially with the colored ones. Don't pull here, hold it tight here and pull, because we have seen this in class. It's a disaster. Hold on the bottom, hold the top, and at the beginning they're a little harder to deal with. And this is a green one, so this is our julep. And you see this one might be a little bit drier, so that might be the feeling, okay, I think I need a little bit more. So what I can do is I can just push. There's some ink coming, and here we go, and we're back in business. So this is a green one. That was our julep. And it's all shimmery, and it dries relatively quickly too. So, and if you have the clear one, and you, let me show you on this one here. If you have the clear one, and let's say you put some ink on here to make it sparkle, and your clear brush, since it's liquid, it will activate the ink underneath depending how dry it is or what ink you stamped with. So when you see how a little bit pink is coming off the sides here, that's because that ink is water-based, and I'm going over with a liquid. So it picks up some ink. And sometimes my tip, this one is relatively dry, but sometimes the tip picks up some of that ink. So I just use a clear white paper and brush it off, and we're good to go. So this is how you work with your shimmer brushes. Remember, when you get them, you have to remove the ink, the ring. Hold tight here, pull it apart, unscrew it, take the ring out, then screw it back in, and make sure that you screw it holding this piece tight and then turning on the end so you don't accidentally push here, and screw it all the way tight to the bottom part. Shake it, put your lid on, shake it, and then start squeezing until you see a drop of color coming out, or clear stuff, and then you're good to go. And all you do is, if you want to put shimmer on something, you can put this on wood pieces too, which we have done in the past, which is really awesome. You can go on colored cardstock if you want to give it a little shimmer, let it dry. And let me see, I think, see this one here shimmering. So I put ink on first. That's our yellow and red ink on a wooden piece, and then I went over with my clear shimmer brush. So I hope this helps a little bit to get your shimmer brushes started and see how nicely this comes. You still can see the cardstock color underneath, even so it's a charcoal. It's a pretty dark, but it looks kind of cool. So you can add shimmer to a lot of different things, or you can make your own creations with it. And you see how much shimmer and glitter is in here. And this is all dry shimmer. Yeah, mostly. So I hope you gonna give this a try. If you never use those, the clear, in my mind, is a must-have. So if you want to get one, try and start with the clear one and see how much glitter and sparkle you can put on your projects. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.